Welcome to the Shreveport Connection. This is Tommy. This video is on your AEW Revolution Results video for the AEW. Pre-show link can be seen at this link. AEW Revolution was announced for Dynamite. Blood and Guts will take place March 25th at Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The show will feature one giant covered cage with two rings for War Games-like match. And you can check out the promo in that video. The name of the show, the video will be later on. The name of the show is a playoff of what Vince McMahon said during an earnings call about AEW last July. Vince said WWE will not do blood and guts and things of that nature, such as what is being done on our new potential competitor at AEW Wrestling, Newark, New Jersey. Are you ready? March 25th at Prue Center at this link. Go to that link and you can see that video I'm talking about. Before AEW Revolution, pay-per-view in Chicago got going. Britt Baker and Penelope Ford with Kip Sabian defeated Yuma Sakazaki and Riho. Lots of interference by Sabian. Baker made Riho tap to the lockjaw. This match was expected to be shown on next Tuesday's AEW Dark. Taz and Excalibur called the action. At AEW Wrestling, at Wrestling Inc., no spoilers, but Britt Baker is one of the pre-Revolution AEW Dark matches, and the crowd hates her. Justin Roberts out to hype the crowd. Taz and Excalibur calling the match for AEW Dark. At Wrestling Inc., Justin Roberts came out to hype the hashtag AEW Revolution crowd. Let's take a moment to appreciate that his graphic features the Golden Girls clinging to him like he's Elvis. At Wrestling Inc., they just announced this link has shot up Alex Caliber and at official Taz is commentary for AEW Dark matches that are going before Revolution. Fans have all LED bracelets light up with entrances. Here's what they did for Taz. The buy-in gets started. Backstage, Christopher Daniels is told by Sky and Kazarian to stay backstage during their upcoming match against the Dark Order later on the show. SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky versus Dark Order, Evil Uno and Grayson with John Silver and Alex Reynolds. Quick start to the match as SCU goes right after Dark Order. Back and forth action with Kazarian sending both opponents out to the floor. Kazarian tries for a Hurricane. This gets caught by Grayson and Uno, sending Kazarian right into the steel post. The followers of all stomp away on Kazarian on the floor. Back in the ring, Kazarian tries to fight, but is in the wrong side of town. Now Grayson and Uno beat him down. At TD_Wrestling says at SCU_Dose and Evil Uno wipe out Kazarian. At this link, Kazarian is able to finally flip and roll his way in way to tag in Sky. Sky with a flurry of attacks on both opponents. Roll up, covers for a 2 count. Grayson tags in. Drops Sky, covers for a 2 count. Gets a bit frustrated as he wasn't able to put him away. They look for a fatality, but Sky fights out of it. Sky thrown in to Kazarian. Monkey flips his partner right into a double leg. SCU later attempts on Grayson. Some of the minions get involved to break that up. Sky tries to roll up Grayson. Big lariat to the back of Sky's head. Grayson with a pin for the 1-2-3. Winner of the match, Dark Order by pinfall. AEW Wrestling says that Colt Cabana came to the aid of SCU. At this link. Don't know. The results didn't say that in that last little bit. After the match, minions showed up to attack. Suddenly, Colt Cabana's music hits, and out comes Cabana to make the save for SCU. Cabana and Grayson swing away on each other. The rest of the Dark Order get involved, go, and stomp away on Cabana. Music starts playing, and the hooded fitter comes out. It's Christopher Daniels. He runs right up at Uno and takes him out. The rest of SCU and Cabana clear out the Dark Order. Daniels celebrates with his SCU guys. At TD_Wrestling, no doubt where at Pat Daniels' loyalties lie. At this link, action. Backstage, Lexi Nair talks with Jurassic Express about what they are interested in seeing tonight. Stunt and Jungle Boy try to hit on Lexi, while Luchasaurus runs down some of the things they're interested in seeing on tonight's pay-per-view. Jake Hager versus Dustin Rhodes. Jake Hager's first AEW match. QT Marshall pumps Rhodes up at the stage before Dustin makes his way to the ring. Hager makes his way to the front row and gives his wife a big kiss before going into the ring. Rhodes charges but gets caught and sent into the corner. He turns things around and lands a couple of punches. Hager gets out of there and hits a side suplex. Both trade punches. Hager is out to the floor and then into the crowd. Rhodes slams Hager's hand on the metal railing, then throws that arm into the ring post a few times, just like they did to Dustin Rhodes. They're taking him out about a month ago. And TD_Wrestling says, at Dustin Rhodes' pain for this match, pretty simple. At this link. Still out on the floor, Hager runs right through Rhodes with a big lariat. Referee checking on Rhodes as the crowd chants Jericho's B-word. Back in the ring, Hager goes for the pin, only gets a 2 count. Hager taking control of the match, Hager's wife standing for the entire match. Getting some close-ups, camera shots here and there. Big knee to Rhodes' midsection sends him to the floor. Rhodes comes back in the ring first, throws Hager in the corner, then knocks Hager down to the floor. Rhodes heads to the floor, but Hager tosses him into the barricade and the apron. Hager goes back to his wife, and she pumps him up. Rhodes with a big boot. His wife for a big slap, gets blocked as he gets in a kiss, leaving paint on her face. And TD_Wrestling says, greeting and salutation from at Dustin Rhodes. Hashtag AEW Revolution. AEW Revolution. At that link. Back in the ring, uppercut on Hager. Bulldog punches in the corner, spinning the power slam, covers for a 2 count. Rhodes dropped over the top rope. Hager with a big chop block to Rhodes' knee. Hager goes up for the Vader Bomb, eats a boot, covers for a 2 count. Hager up, the scoop slams Rhodes. Vader Bomb hits this time. Pin gets a 2 count. Hager with some shots in the corner. Liking Rhodes' face for whatever reason. Gut wrench power bomb covers for a close 3 count. But Hager charges in. Rhodes lifts him up over the top rope. Hager's face hits the steps. A TD_Wrestling ankle lock applied by real Jake Hager. Hashtag AEW Revolution at this link. Back in the ring, Rhodes sets up the Shattered Dreams. Hager gets out. Rhodes with a kick to the stomach. Code Red covers for a 2 count. Rhodes looking to break the arm with a cross-arm breaker, but Hager initially blocks it. But then doesn't. Hager rolls over though and gets in the ankle lock. Rhodes looking to maybe tap, ends up nearly sending Hager into all the referee. As she's looking away, Hager with a lung blow. Hager looking to choke out Rhodes with a standing arm triangle. Knees to the midsection, and Rhodes eventually goes out. Winner of the match, Jake Hager by submission. Next, we got Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara. Very fast start with the two brawling out on the outside. Allin looks for the suicide dive, coming up short and landing down on the floor. Looks to be okay, though. Guevara then launches Allin's skateboard right at him. Guevara sets up a table on the floor. The match hasn't officially started yet. Guevara puts Allin on the table, then hits a 630 senton off the top rope down on Allin. TD_Wrestling says Sammy Guevara going 630. Hashtag AEW Revolution at this link. See the video footage. Both back in the ring. Bell finally rings and Guevara drops Allin. Covers for a 2 count. Guevara really working over Allin at this point. Dragon Express looking on from the front row. Allin hits a Canadian to the shore out of nowhere. Allin heads to the top rope. Guevara follows butt. Gets shoved into the ring. Guevara leaps to the top. Hits a big Spanish fly. Covers for a 2 count. AEW Wrestling says that Darby Allin with the hashtag coffin drop onto Sammy Guevara at this link. Guevara exposes the top turnbuckle. Allin ends up sending him into it moments later. Allin with an over top cutter. Coffin drop off the top rope. Covers, and that'll do it. Crowd pops big for Allin's win. AEW Wrestling said, dang, Darby Allin is a star at this link. Energy here at AEW Revolution is off the charts for him. Guevara definitely made some fans tonight. to with his insanity. After the match, All In gets his skateboard, but Hager yanks Guevara out of the ring before anything happened. Kenny Omega and Hangman Page, champion, versus the Young Bucks for your AEW Tag Team Championship. Mixed reaction for the Young Bucks during their introduction. They are for sure behind the champions. Page bickering with brothers before the match gets started. Omega and Nick gets things going. Back and forth action until Page and Matt are tagged in. Very loud cowboy shit chants from the crowd. Matt wrestling to get things started and goes into a stalemate. Matt goes for a handshake. Page spits in his face. Matt with a takedown and throws punches. Omega gets there. Matt shoves him away. Nick gets in and pulls Matt away. Nick wants to tag. Eats a big slap to the face. Nick with a kick to the midsection. Tags back in Matt. Pop-up drop kick. Then they drop kick Kenny off the apron. Crowd boos that. AEW Wrestling says at the Adam Page is over the games. And this link. Action. Page gets the advantage on Matt. Then goes over and aggressively tags in Omega. Almost bossing him about what to do. Page back in. Drops down on Matt. Kicks Nick off the apron. Page goes out to the floor. Then throws Matt into the barricade. Page looking to put Matt through the timekeeper's table. Omega stops Page and puts Matt back in the ring. Crowd boos that. Page and Omega with big chops in the ring. Omega with a forearm shot to Matt's back. Matt is able to somehow tag in Nick, and he lights up both Page and Omega with some kicks. Nick dances on the ropes and hits a hurricane on Omega. Rising knee strike on Omega. Fiddler D kick to Omega and a face buster on Page. Nick then hits a moonsault off the apron down on Omega. A TD_Wrestling says, hashtag Nick Jackson puts the pedal to the metal. Hashtag AEW Revolution. Action at this link. Nick goes for a Scorpion Deathlock in the middle of the ring. But Omega hits a Kotaro Crusher on Nick and tags in. Omega looking to fly, but Matt stops that. Omega dispatches Matt. Omega looks to fly again, but Matt kicks him in as he leaps. Nick with a cover. 2 count. Nick gets sent out to the floor. Omega having to deal with Matt in the ring. Matt then spits at Page, but he's held back by the referee. Omega looks to tag out, but Nick yanks Page off the apron. Crowd boos. Matt with a power jobber on Omega. Covers for a 2 count. Nick tags in. Gets beat up by Page and Omega. Eats a powerbomb. At TD_Wrestling says, comments, things are finally starting to go at the Adam Page and at Kenny Omega Man X. This is right. Hashtag AEW Revolution. Action at this late. Page tag back in. Big punches to both Nick and Matt. Follow-away slam on Matt. Kip up. Flipping senton on Nick. He then sends Matt out to the floor with a clothesline. Page on the apron. Eats an elbow. He slingshots both brothers out to the floor. Page up top. Rope. Moonsaulting both opponents. Back to Page and Matt in the ring. Matt selling his back as the crowd yells, F him. F him up. Cowboy, F him up. Trey punches the ring, cheering Page and booing Matt. Omega tagged in, diving back elbow strike, pop-up German suplex, and Matt landed dang near on his head. Well, that's called the V-trigger. V-trigger suplex. Omega with a Dr. Bomb, 2 count. At TD_Wrestling, moonsault at the Adam Page, takes a risk, and it's paying off big this time. Action of this thing. Mick dances on the ropes, gets shoved off, and lands on his feet. Hits Canadian Shore over the top rope. Covers for a 2 count. Page on the second rope, kick to the face. Young Bucks with a slice spread. Powerbomb combo, covers. Omega breaks it up. Nick goes for a super kick. Page throws it into Matt's face. Punches Nick. Fakes high and kicks Matt's knee. Page goes for a chicken wing. All Marty Skrull. Matt reverses. Nick with a 450 splash down on Page. Covers for a 2 count. Nick up top. Matt gets tossed into him. Page goes up top himself with Nick and hits a block bunch of suplex. Covers for a 2 count. At AEW Wrestling, chicken wing. The Adam Page is such a villain. And this thing. Page goes right into a powerbomb V-trigger to the back by Omega. Covers, but Matt breaks it up. Crowd with a loud AEW chant. Omega looks for the V-trigger again. Nobody home. Couple of reversals. V-trigger on Matt, on Nick, and then one on Matt, sending him out of the ring. Omega with a nasty German snapdragon suplex. Then another one. Tiger Driver 98 covers for a 2 count. V-trigger to the back of Nick's head. Omega looking for the one-wing angel off the second rope. Nick hits a poison rana to Omega. Page gets suplex out of the ring. On the ramp, he hits another, thinks about it, and he hits a third one. AEW Wrestling says Kenny Omega Man X is down, but never out. Excellent this thing. Matt wants an Indie Taker out on the ramp, and he hit it. Crowd boos hard. Omega back in the ring with Matt and Nick. They pop him with a super kick. Super kick party starts up. Double knees to the face. Golden trigger. Omega kicks out at 1. Crowd loves it. Double super kicks to Omega's face. Covers and he kicks out. Feel bad for whoever has to follow this match. Matt stops away at Omega's bad shoulder. Crowd boos him again. TD_Wrestling says the Adam Page wins shades of his partner. Adam Kenny Omega Man X. Phenomenal match. Action in this thing. Nick talking to Matt, trying to get his head back in the game. They look for the Meltzer driver. Page grabs Nick and powerbombs him through a table. Omega with some knees to Matt. Page and Omega hit the V-trigger buckshot lariat combo. Covers. Matt somehow kicks out. Omega looking for a third, a one-winged angel again. Matt fights out of it. Page counter tags in. As he goes for a one-winged angel. Nails it. Covers. And Nick breaks that up. Page with the buckshot lariat on Nick on the ramp. Then another in the ring on Matt. Covers for the 3 count. Winners and still tag team champions. Hangman Page and Kenny Omega. TD_Wrestling says, just exhales. I just think. After the match, Young Bucks tried to talk with Omega, who seemed somewhat annoyed how things played out. Omega gives a fist bump to Matt and Nick. Page still seemed distant though. He looks at him for a moment, gives kind of a head nod. He gets out of the ring. Young Bucks leaves the ring. Page eyes Omega like he was going to hit him with a buckshot lariat, but then tells Omega to come on and holds the ropes for him. Next match, you got Nyla Rose as champion versus Chris Statlander for AEW World Championship. Both looking to gain advantage and ends up in the corner, but Rose goes right into a side headlock. Statlander tries for a shoulder block. No luck. Rose with a kick to the midsection. Shoulder tackle. Takes Statlander down. Statlander tries for a kip up. Doesn't make it and has to roll backwards to recover. Rose gets dropped. Statlander with a standing moonsault. Rose is up and sends her into the corner. Statlander ends up on the apron. Tries to leap in and eats a punch. Both on the ramp. Rose has some punches and the kicks. Statlander dives into the ring. Hits the ropes and looks for the spear. And Rose just moves out of the way. At AEW Wrestling, both athletes thinking quick on their feet. I just think. Back in the ring, Rose nails a spear. Covers for a 2 count. Rose suplexes Statlander in the corner. She crumbles out to the floor. The challenger takes until 7 to get back in. Rose eats a super kick and gets sent out to the floor. Statlander hits a suicide dive. Looks for a second one and hits another. She tosses the champ back in. Covers for a 2 count. Rose recovered. Beats up Statlander a little bit. Rose puts her up and over the top rope. Rose looks for a diving knee. But Statlander walks out of it with her handstand, and blows a kiss to the champion. Boos her in the face, booping her nose, stumping her nose. DDT covers for a 2 count. A wrestler says, well, that's one way to do it. At this thing. Rose drops Statlander, goes for the SCF. Both up. Beast Bomb covers for a 2 count. Rose in heads up to the top rope. Statlander is up and throws punches. Goes for a superplex for herself. As Statlander falls hard and she missed planting her second foot on the bottom rope. Rose with a big boot to the face. She goes to the second rope. Statlander goes up again and tries for her Hurricane. Rose blocks it though and hits a rough looking beast bomb for the second rope for the 3 count. Winner is still women's champion Nyla Rose. Cody and Randy Rose and Arn Anderson in his corner versus MJF with Wardlow. A wrestler says, time to play the game. And this thing. Cody comes into the ring with a bunch of Nightmare family members, including Stephen O'Mell. Only Arn and Brandy stay at ringside. Back and forth action. Cody looks for a springboard cutter. MJF gets away and shoals out to the floor. MJF in the crowd, flicking him off with birds. Slaps the guy's hat off his head. Coward champ by MJF throws a beer in the fan. AEW Wrestling. It's got too intense for at the underscore MJF in the opening seconds of the match. Actually, we found this thing. Back in the ring, Cody continues to dominate MJF. He ends up rolling out to the ramp. Cody goes out to the tunnel and runs all the way down the ramp, hitting MJF with a clothesline. MJF with a thumb to the eye and a stomp to Cody's fractured toe from his moonsault off the cage against Wardlow a week ago. Cody with an airplane spin on MJF into the Alabama Slam. AEW Wrestling says at the underscore MJF, just one step ahead of Cody Rhodes. Actually, this thing. Brandy ends up throwing a beer on Wardlow. He goes over towards her, and Cody hits a suicide dive on him. Then stomps away on Wardlow. Referee is distracted. Wardlow yanks Cody into the ring post, then tosses him in. MJF tosses Cody into the ring post. Shoulder first. MJF continues to work over the shoulder. Cody shoves MJF to the corner. MJF works a submission, tying up his legs and arms, so Cody has to bite the rope to break the hold. MJF then looks at Cody's to take Cody's boot off, does so, and just bites his hurt toe. Huh. What if we got toe jam? AEW Wrestling says at the MJF, at the underscore MJF, going after the injured toe at this link. Arn is up on the apron asking the referee about the move. MJF puts Cody on the top rope, chops the throat. Cody slips under and drops MJF's face on the top rope. Both back on the top rope, and Cody hits a reverse suplex on MJF. Cody sends MJF out of the ring. He looks surprised, but Wardlow gets on the apron to distract. Arn grabs a chair and goes over at Wardlow. MJF is now busted open. Cody brings him into the ring and punches away on that new wound. Spinning power slam covers for a 2 count. TD underscore wrestling says at the underscore MJF holds on and sends at Cody Rhodes crashing to the floor at AEW Revolution. Actually, this thing. Wardlow gets involved again. Brandy leaps off the apron. Wardlow catches her. She gets out of the way. Cody goes for the kick, but kicks Arn by mistake. Back in the ring, MJF gets a low blow. During the chaos, Cody looks to suplex MJF out of the ring, and both of them end up going out and down to the floor. Referee starts to up to 10 count, but both get back in at 9. Cody with some elbows, looking for the finishing blow, and MJF rolls away. Crowd boos. MJF is up and drops Cody. MJF then takes Cody's weight belt and goes to whip him. Referee takes it away. Cody with a low blow himself on MJF as the ref's back is turned and plants MJF, covers for a 2 count. Cody gets the belt back, cracks MJF with it. Referee goes to take it away. Cody asks for one more. Ref turns around, and Cody smacks MJF, then tosses it to the crowd. MJF then crawls to Cody's foot and hugs it. MJF looks to be fake crying as he climbs up Cody and giving him another hug. He then spits in Cody's face. Crossroads lands. Cody goes for a second one, tries for a third, but he eats a knee. MJF then punches Cody with a Ring of Honor diamond ring on. The covers, and that'll do it. Crowd is not happy as MJF defeated Cody Rhodes. Next up, we got Pac versus Orange Cassidy with best friends. Cassidy starts off the match with glasses on. Holy crap from the crowd. He goes on to put his hands in his pockets. Pac stops him. Cassidy immediately flips Pac to the mat. Pac looks very surprised. Cassidy throws soft kicks. Pac sends them back to him. Massive super kicks by Cassidy. Pac then eventually shoves Cassidy to the mat. Glasses go flying off. AEW Wrestling, Ambassador Pac can't believe it. Action in this thing. Cassidy's sent into the rope, sleeps over Pac. Drop kick, then light boot to the back of Pac's head. Crowd going wild as his hands are still in his pockets. Cassidy then with a tricky roll up for the 2 count. Cassidy hits the ropes. Eats him hit the wall back on the floor. Pac sends him to the barricade. Chuck Taylor has a white towel in his hand, possibly for future use, to throw it in. Cassidy gets sent head first to the ring post. Back in the ring, Pac continues to beat his opponent up. Scoop slam on Cassidy. Pac to the top rope and hits a shotgun drop kick. Pac plants Cassidy, covers for a 2 count. Nope. Let's see, no pull. Chant for the crowd. Pac puts Cassidy up on the top rope. Pac with a super brain buster covers. Only gets in 1-2. Pac picks Cassidy up. At GD_ Wrestling, he's trying. Orange Cassidy is actually trying. Hashtag AEW Revolution. Action in this thing. Pac goes up top. Cassidy rolls away and down to the floor. Pac gets him back in the ring. Goes up top again. Cassidy rolls away and goes out to the floor again. Pac sends him into the ring again. Cassidy rolls all the way across the ring, and Pac meets him on the other side. Cassidy laughs at Pac. It starts rolling the other way. Pac claps it up and goes to the other side. And Cassidy hits a quick suicide dive. Sends him in the ring. Tornado DDT. Covers. Barely gets a 2 count. Pac up and lands a big lariat. Cassidy with some weak chops. Pac clocks him. Cassidy hands back in his pocket. Ducks a shot and hits a Superman punch. Pac picks him up. But Cassidy reverses with a stun dog millionaire. Cassidy up to the top rope. Pac kicks the ropes and crushes Cassidy. GD_ Wrestling says, magnificent. At AEW Revolution, action in this thing. Pac looks to power slam Cassidy, mid-air counter, into a DDT. Cassidy with a diving DDT off the top rope. Pac then rolls out of the ring like Cassidy. Trent sends Pac back in the ring. Air raid crash, covers for a 2 count, out from the back comes the Lucha Brothers as they clear out Trent. Taylor dives over the top rope and hits them with a senton. The 4 of them fight to the back. Pac throws Cassidy down and locks in the brutalizer for the tap out. Pac by submission. Chris Jericho champion versus Jon Moxley with Santana and Ortiz in the corner for AEW World Championship. Your main event. At GD_ Wrestling says, how focused is Jon Moxley? Walking the streets of downtown Chicago with no sleeves in February, focused. Hashtag AEW Revolution at this link. At GD_ Wrestling says again, wow, and I am Jericho. Hashtag AEW Revolution at this link. Moxley with an eye patch still on. Starts from the outside to the building to make his way to the ring through the crowd. Jericho entrance starts with a choir singing Judas, Jericho's original thing, then plays as the champ makes his way to the ring with Santana and Ortiz. Jericho's got a nasty cut, 7 stitches next to his eye from Moxley's headbutt at this past week's Wednesday's weigh-in. Jericho introduced as changing the universe when he signed with AEW. Moxley was introduced as Zero, F's given. Aubrey Edwards is the referee for his championship match. A wrestling says, and I am Jericho, taking it to Jon Moxley. Action in this link. Moxley and Jericho throw shots. Jericho gets down out to the floor. Jericho in the crowd. Moxley gets in Santana over his face, then follows. Jericho sends water in Moxley's face and throws him into the metal stands. The two fight out the way up to the crowd. Edwards following up, but no doing a 10 count. They work their way back to the ring, using whatever they can along the way. Moxley with forearms and elbows to Jericho's face. Moxley leaps off the ramp with a double sledge on the champ. AEW Wrestling says that Jon Moxley wants to rip those stitches open at I am Jericho's face. Action in this thing. Moxley then bites Jericho's stitches. Jericho fights back as Moxley has been busted open now. 2. Jericho powerbombs Moxley through the timekeeper's air on the table. Jericho swings away on Moxley and back in the ring, calls him a piece of crap. Jericho to the second rope, hits a double axe handle on his back. Jericho rings the bell, gets on the mic and says, your winner, Chris Jericho. Crowd with a stupid idiot chant to Jericho. Jericho flips the crowd off. Moxley with chops. Jericho whips him in the corner, then stomps away at his face. Jericho tosses him out to the floor and whips him hard into the steps. AEW Wrestling And John Moxley dishing out the punishment against Iron Jericho. Actually, this link again. The two end up on the top rope. Jericho looks for a suplex. Moxley pancakes him down to the mat. Moxley leaps off, hits a lariat, throws a couple more, stomps away at Jericho. Moxley on the second rope, drop kick. Jericho looks for a Waltz of Jericho, but Moxley reverses it into a heel hook. Jericho walks to the floor. Moxley with suicide dive to the back of Jericho. Back in the ring, running knee, covers for a 2 count. Moxley looks for the paradigm shift. Ortiz gets his attention and whacks him in the head with a loaded sock. Jericho hits the lion sock, covers for a 2 count. Jericho looks for a code breaker. Nope. Paradigm shift. Nope. Moxley gets the champ and the Waltz of Jericho. A resident says it's Sammy Guevara out of nowhere with the attack at this thing. Hager runs out to the ring and Moxley drops him. Jericho with a code breaker on Moxley. Jericho locks in the Waltz of Jericho. Moxley finally makes it to the rope for a break. Jericho shows Aubrey not once but twice. Moxley with a suplex on Jericho. Hits a clothesline. Hager throws a shot. Edwards caught the back end of that move, and she throws all three of them out at ringside. Out in the ringside area. They argue with her on the ramp. Sammy runs in with a title and cracks Moxley in the face with it. Rivera runs back out to the crowd. Both wrestlers are up, throwing shots in the ring. Paradigm shift to chip. Jericho gouges Moxley's good eye. Jericho then boots him in the head. Moxley can't see. Jericho punches him right in the face, knees to the face. Jericho up to the second rope, pulls down the knee pad, drives it into Moxley's face. Jericho lining up, uses his back. Moxley ducks it, hits the paradigm shift. Moxley then lifts off the eye patch. He can see just fine. Moxley hits another high elevation paradigm shift. Covers for 1, 2, 3. New champion. Winner John Moxley by pinfall to win the AEW World Championship. AEW Wrestling says 1 step ahead. I am Jericho. And this thing. After the match, Moxley celebrates for the title. Jericho heads off. Moxley gets a mic. God dang it, he says. I love this crap. Moxley says it's been a long road this past year. Says the fans are the energy that fuels AEW. He says they're bringing pro wrestling back to the people. He said the title doesn't belong to him. It belongs to the fans. All the fans are stuck with him in the good and the bad times. Moxley then says, I don't know what else to say. I guess it's beer o'clock. His music plays and Moxley goes, hey, what the F? I'm not done. He then says he's not hiding behind the title. He's going to knock down anyone in his way. But for now, he's going to knock back some whiskey. Well, at Wrestling Inc. says, #Le Champion's reign has come to an end. And John Moxley is your new AEW Wrestling World Champion. And check out the reaction from the Chicago crowd at this link. And Hoss Rebel will be heading into the post-show scrum shortly. More coverage as you get 2 more links at Wrestling Inc. Here's the footage of Moxley's post-Revolution title promo. Part 1 and Part 2. And that will conclude my video for this week. This month's AEW pay-per-view. Thanks again. Peace out. See you when I'm here. If you don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters.